Suppose he was tired. Working too hard.
That was Richard.
And the traffic on the M40? He'd been to London?
Yes. I don't know why. Monday was his day off, and the 1st of September... It was our wedding anniversary.
Mrs. Ainley. Irene, isn't it?
Eileen.
I shouldn't have come, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. He was a good husband, but he could become so wound up in his work.
And you think he'd been working that day in London? That he'd been to see somebody, was following something up?
I'm sure of it.
But you don't know exactly what?
The Taylor girl. Something to do with the Taylor girl. He'd never let it drop, and then recently. Why do you ask?
Well, I probably should have mentioned this to begin with, but I'm taking over the case.
And you want to know if there's anything I can tell you?
No. I mean, that wasn't the prime reason for my visit.
Oh, don't worry. Richard was exactly the same. If a problem needed solving, he wouldn't let social niceties stand in the way.
Mrs. Ainley, Eileen, please.
Well, there's nothing I can tell you. And even if there were, I don't know that I'd pass it on. I don't ever want to hear anything about that Taylor girl again. Can't you understand that?
I've been set up, haven't I?
Sir?
The chief superintendent, Lewis, he's determined to take me down a peg, and this is his way of doing it.
I'm not quite with you, sir.
Too many plum cases, that's what he thinks. You finished going through that file?
Yes, sir.
And?
There's not a lot to go on, really, is there?
No.
On Tuesday, June the 10th, 1990, Valerie Taylor leaves school to walk home for lunch. She eats it with her mother, and at 1:30 she sets back off for school again. Everything normal, everything routine. Except that she never arrives. And that's the last anyone's seen of her. And then this letter turns up from London last week.
Missing persons, Lewis. Routine, drudgery, check, double check, interview, report. Pimps, pushers, prostitutes. In the end, what do you find?
You find the girl if you're lucky.
How old is she going to be now, 3 years on?
Well, 19, sir.
Exactly. So she can quite happily tell us to get lost and stop bothering her. If no law has been broken, what on earth is the point, Lewis? Come on, let's go over the road for a drink.
But it's only 12:15.
Then we should get served with no problem. Well, one thing you can say about this place, they pull a decent pint.
The tomato juice isn't bad either, sir. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Though if you were after a bit of peace, we could have chosen somewhere different. The roadworks.
Does it bother you? I've always felt a tinge of empathy with those labourers. Presented with an implacable surface, they have to break through and churn up the muck underneath. Just like us.
If you say so, sir. Now, as to the Taylor case.
Yes, go on. The brain cells are beginning to function.
Well, it strikes me that for all Dick Ainley's thoroughness, he's missed something important.
And what's that?
Well, he says that Valerie wasn't seen again after she'd left her house, after she'd had lunch with her mother.
So?
Well, the Roger Bacon Comprehensive. I happen to know it quite well because my kids are coming up to secondary school age.
Well,
and
that's fascinating, Lewis, yes.
Yeah, well, one of the attractions is that they've got a lollipop man outside. You know, a chap with a white coat and a sign who stops the traffic.
Ah.
Now, Valerie lived down a cul-de-sac almost opposite the school. So when she leaves the house, she either has to hike over the fields next to the reservoir, or, if she is heading for London, come past the lollipop man, who, seeing the children at least twice a day, is bound to recognise her.
That's very good, Lewis. Did they put extra Worcester sauce in that?
It'd be worth talking to him, wouldn't it, sir?
Well, you get on to it. Are you carrying a photograph of the girl?
Yes, sir. Here.
Let's have a look. Well, you certainly wouldn't forget Valerie Taylor in a hurry, would you?
Must have been about 15 there, but you'd place her at least a couple of years older. God knows how she looks now. I doubt if we'd even recognise her.
Something of a femme fatale. You know, it's just struck me. If you wanted to bury a body, a roadwork trench might come in very handy, mightn't it?
I suppose so, sir.
Anyway, you get off to see your lollipop man, because I'm going to call a little higher up the school hierarchy. Good of you to see me at such short notice, Mr. Phillipson.
Not at all, Inspector. When you said on the phone that news had been heard of Valerie, well...
It was only a brief letter.
Even so, it proves she's alive, doesn't it? Not that anyone here really doubted it.
Quite. How long have you been headmaster here, Mr. Phillipson?
Since Michaelmas term 89.
She vanished at the end of that academic year, so you had some chance to get to know Valerie.
Insofar as a headmaster has that much time to spend with the pupils.
What was she like?
Academically? Not above average, I wouldn't have said. Bright enough, but one of those children who don't see the sense in half the subjects they're taught.